Hey guys, Cole Cubelic, thanks for tuning in today. Lang Whitaker from Slam Magazine joined in, as well as Amy Beth Lloyd Mayfield from the Huntsville Times for the Sports.
Blam! Tomorrow on the Cole Cubelic Show with Cassio Kid, we have Laura McKeenan from Fox Sports. We also have Brad from the website Tecmo Bowl versus RBI.com. He's going to analyze how good Cole Cubelic really is at Tecmo Bowl.
Also, more Hammers tickets to give away tomorrow. That's Friday, Cole Cubelic Show with Cassio Kid on 97.7 The Zone, or you can listen online at 977thezone.com.
All right, let's go to the phone right now. We'll talk to, we're very excited to get this guy on the show. As you know, we all have our NES fascination here, and we're going to bring in right now Brad Bell. He is from Twitter versus Tecmo Bowl versus RBI Baseball.com. How you doing, Brad?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on with us. Now, tell everybody out there, tell them about your website, what you started, and how it's taken off recently.
It's a website that's dedicated to Tecmo Bowl and RBI Baseball, the Nintendo games from the 80s. And I started it about 16 months ago, and it's surprisingly so. It's been reviewed and featured on quite a few places. And the traffic's really surprised me. So apparently people like the nostalgia factor of these games, and they apparently are still popular to this day.
Everybody loves the game. We've logged numerous hours. Now, I was scrolling through your website. Is that your picture? Is that a picture of your tat?
Yes, those are mine. Correct.
Now, if you go to the website, tecmobowl-versus-RBI.com, he has a picture of his arm, and it's the screenshot from Tecmo Bowl. It's the San Francisco. Who's that versus?
They're playing the Giants.
San Fran and the Giants. He's got the entire screenshot all around. Montana's under center. It's pretty awesome. When did you get that?
Oh, I got it finished about a couple years ago. So.
And you just decided, hey, I'm going to pay homage to my Tecmo love and get a full sleeve tat of the screenshot.
I started getting the 12 logos from the original teams, and then I just kind of morphed into putting the whole screenshot all the way around.
All right, Brad, there's a couple. I'm actually the guy that Cassio Kid has been emailing you about. I consider myself to be a Tecmo Bowl master, ninja, black belt, general, superior, however you would like to refer to me. And you said in an email that you had some questions you would like to ask that I could easily answer and would give you an idea of my skill set and just how prominent my skill set is on Tecmo Bowl.
Correct. Yes.
Let's bring it.
I'm ready when you are.
Let's bring it. I want to know if he's as genius as he thinks he is.
Okay. Well, first, I kind of just want to get a feel for him personally, like just kind of his mindset and stuff. So, okay. Now it's my understanding that Cole won a game at Tecmo 70-0.
Yeah,
correct. Through an incompletion with time expiring in the first half, could have easily been 77-0.
Okay. So in your preparation for that game, did you do anything special, like, I don't know, envision your opponent was Harvey Updike? I mean, 70-0 seems excessive. Anything special before that game?
I the only preparation that I do before games is I consider the team that I choose. And usually I give my opponents here in the office first pick. So obviously I'm going to try to match up somebody against who they take. Or I'm going to say, you pick my team for me. In that case, he went with the Cleveland Browns.
Okay.
For me. I was the Browns.
And who was your opponent that game?
I think he was the Cowboys, which probably understands some of the reason it was 77-0, but that's the team that he chose. I had nothing to do with that.
No defense. Okay. So you played a team with no defense. Did you get a chance to talk a little smack in between scoring all those touchdowns?
Oh, he talks mad smack.
Okay, so let me get this straight, okay, because the email I got said he beat an older salesperson in our office 70-0 without hesitation. Yeah. So basically, Cole's a guy that'll beat an old man's behind while he badmouths him. Is that what we're dealing with?
If
here?
It's on video games or anything else competitive, yes, he will.
In as nice a way as possible.
Okay, and the guy, he was sober and he was holding the controller right side up.
Correct? He was.
That is correct.
He was.
Okay, all right, well, let's get serious here then. Okay, well, I'm just going to ask you a few random questions here. what do you think of the Colts offense that was led by Jack Trudeau and Eric Dickerson?
Fairly pitiful. Dickerson, decent tailback. I don't like the passing plays that they have. They don't give you the safety valve crossing pattern that some other teams do in case of an emergency in a blitz situation. But Dickerson's a guy that can make things happen. Receiving core is weak.
Okay, that is correct.
Nice.
The thing with the Colts offense is the passing game is actually pretty stellar. The reason being is even though Trudeau has a weak arm,
Yeah, he floats it.
the passing routes, they're set up nice and they're spread out far apart. So what he has to do is you need to exert patience. He's got to drop back and then he's got to roll out and let all the routes develop. And then when that happens, even if you got Lawrence Taylor in the middle playing center field, the routes are so far spread apart. Trudeau can hit the underneath guy with Bill Brooks. If LT cheats up, he's hitting Pat Beach deep. So I think you're undervaluing the Colts there pretty much.
Now he won't get the Raiders. He doesn't fall for the trap for the Marcus Allen Bo Jackson combo. Like majority of people that just pick up the thing, they know.
I just got
Bo
hit.
Jackson's
I
out of
just got
control.
hit on Twitter. Someone listening right now, and they said Chicago Bears, L.A. Raiders can't be stopped. Tecmo Bowl, and I don't fall for that. Not happening.
The Raiders clearly can be stopped.
I've proved that multiple times here in the office in the last month.
If you've looked at my strategy page, Tecmo Bowl number 5, it explains the playbook, the programming glitch, and the blocking scheme. And the Raiders, they're barely a 500 team with us anymore.
Oh, nice.
So
you figured out how to shut them down.
Yeah. Well, see, the Raiders have the 2-back set, which is unique in the game. But in order to do that, they had to remove the top wide receiver, and then they put Marcus Allen in the backfield. But on Bo Jackson's run play, there is nobody up there to block the top outside linebacker. Nobody's home anymore. So that top outside linebacker, he just comes down and eats Bo Jackson for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Nice.
There you have it.
So basically, you don't have to call run against the Raiders unless it's maybe 3rd and 1. So you just call pass all day against the Raiders. They're done for.
Okay, what other questions do you have for me to prove my worth in Tecmo Bowl?
Okay. Is the fastest defender always the best option on defense?
No.
Okay, that's a good answer. So you probably understand how the run.
Because like you just said, when you have a run play up and down, I'm trying to picture what teams I would be playing against. Like if you take the top defensive end when you're playing against the Giants and they run Joe Morris down between the off tackle play down, that defensive end can basically make the play every time.
Exactly. The bookends from the back end slide down, make the play. So yeah, that's good. That's good. So.
You're giving my opponents away strategy, by the way. I just want you to know that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to beat anybody by 50 anymore. It's going to be by 20 and 30. I'm a little disappointed about that.
I'm going to stay with Ronnie Lott.
Yeah, it's on it's all on the strategy page, just to help guys narrow the gap. So, Cole, do you know who the best punters are?
Wow, that's it. That's a good question there because I do not. Didn't even know there was a difference in punter. And to be perfectly honest with you, I don't do a lot of punting because people don't stop me very often.
Yeah, he
so
hasn't ran into that problem yet in the office.
Okay, well, when you played us, there will be some punts.
That would be what I need to know, and everybody else in the office, who's a good punter.
Yeah, who's a good punter?
Sean Landette of the Giants. I think his punts go like 84 yards.
Good gracious.
That'll change the field.
The Colts punter, Ron Stark, I think he's about the same distance. So that's another reason I think the Colts are really good is their opponent always has to drive at least like 50 yards just to get a field goal off against them. So
we're talking with Brad Bell from Tecmo Bowl versus RBI.com. And you say versus RBI, so we know you play it a little bit. Cole, we ran through the rosters the other day, and he can pretty much get 7 out of 9. Especially, what amazed me is he knew homers and average, which was boggled. He's like the Rain Man to me.